Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked? I do think that worked. Bella Verita, how we doing on audio, video?
You are doing well, but you do not look like a Mona Zalatan. So team, if we can get that corrected, awesome. You do not look like awesome. a Mona for sure.
Let's begin the intros. Who's here as we explore the superpower of human integrous influence with, of course, Dr. Barton, Dr. Val, Bella Verita, who's here as I magically transform to Sean Callagy.
As you magically transform to Sean Callagy, which you have done. So welcome, Sean, to the Heart of Influence, my co-host. And first from Nashville, North Carolina, this woman is a powerhouse performance marketing expert with 2 decades of experience driving over $1 billion in revenue for global brands like Travelocity, Equifax, Home Depot. And now the CEO and co-founder of Alpine Analytics. She specializes in scaling aesthetic procedures and HIPAA-compliant full funnel patient acquisition systems that tie ad spend directly to measurable business outcomes, does not just run campaigns. She redefines what's possible in healthcare marketing by turning overlooked platforms into untapped revenue streams and building systems that convert curiosity into trust and trust into scale. Let's welcome to the show. Oh my goodness. I want to say Majority, but I know that is not right.
Marjorie.
Oh my goodness. Marjorie. Good day. And welcome to the Heart of Influence.
Marjorie, warm welcome on this Mastery Monday to Dr. Barton, Dr. Val's Heart of Influence. It is our more than 2,000th episode, and more than 8,000 people just like you, Marjorie, have been on the Heart of Influence, where we explore the superpower of human influence, of course, with integrity. So Marjorie, we kicked the show off with a fun fact because Plato, the Greek philosopher, a dear friend, I think, of Dr. Barton, Dr. Val's, said, play a game with me for an hour, and we will learn more about each other than if we speak for a year. So this fun fact could actually be funny, could be silly, could be magical or powerful, or something that is some mechanism of pride for you or joy. Anything that's a headline, not a story, Marjorie, that would make us say, Marjorie, no way. So Marjorie, please, what is your headline fun fact?
My fun fact is that in a former life, I was a professional equestrian.
Whoa. Is that right? What equestrian activities did you do or events did you compete in?
Show jumping.
Whoa. Rolling with like Bruce Springsteen's daughter on the circuit?
Not slightly different, but yes, some of those same events. So yeah, I quickly realized that it was better as a passionate hobby. But when I was a little kid, that's all I ever wanted to do. So the fact that I ended up in the business world is actually, if you had told that to my 21-year-old self, I would have laughed you out of the room. So you never know.
You never know. Marjorie, thank you for that. Bella Vrita, horses are present. Of course, it's Monday. Come on, Bella.
Of course, it is present. Thank you. Welcome, Marjorie, to the Art of Influence. And next from Round Rock, Texas, where I just was on Sunday by chance, a clinical wizard and integrative wellness trailblazer fusing neuroscience, mental health, and functional healing to unlock transformation for children's families and communities. As a certified neurofeedback and integrative mental health provider with 15 plus years in mastery, she doesn't just treat symptoms, she rewires lives, leading with heart, science, and soul, the go-to force for those seeking breakthrough results with psychology meets biology. Let's welcome to the show, Miss Mary Parker.
Hello.
Mary, warm welcome to the Heart of Influence, Dr. Val and Dr. Bart Style. Please, your headline, fun fact, Dr. Mary.
So in a past life and prior career, I was a wedding planner, and I actually got to do a wedding for two people that were on Pirates of the Caribbean. They did the, I guess, the ropes for the boats in the movie. And it was a really fun wedding, and I got to surprise the entire staff when Johnny Depp actually showed up.
Captain Jack Sparrow in the building. Are we hearing you correctly, Dr. Mary?
Yep.
Let's go. Because Bella, I have like two super cool fun facts now. Thank you, Marjorie and Dr. Mary. Bella, come on.
Well, that sounds like super fun. I know Sean is always telling stories about Captain Jack. So that is a super fun fact, Mary, and welcome to the Heart of Influence. And next up from Vancouver, British Columbia, a luminous force of nature, an author, intuitive wellness mentor, and podcast host whose mission is to lead with love, elevate with truth, and build legacy through integrity. As the founder of Lucy Smiles Incorporated, an infinite possibility fundraiser, Diane fuses purpose, heart, and healing into everything she touches, from powerful conversations into her living room podcast, Soulful Service, that spans from Canada to Mazatlan. Her presence is an innovation to rise, reconnect, to create a world where harmony and high performance walks hand in hand. Let's welcome to the show, Diane Luzon.
Hi, everyone.
Diane, and the crowd goes wild. There we go. So, Diane, warm welcome from the great Northwest of this great continent. And how are you? And what is your headline fun fact coming from Vancouver, the home of Horseshoe Bay, Cypress Mountain, Stanley Park, and all the things?
Absolutely. Welcome to me. I'm actually in Mazatlan, Mexico. So I actually went down the Pacific coast and actually live in Mazatlan, Mexico, both in Vancouver and Mazatlan. So I'm live from Mazatlan today. My headline is, I used to run show production in Vegas, not to be confused with a showgirl in Vegas.
Show production in Vegas. And what kind of shows did you produce?
I used to be on the production for something called the Western Vet Conference. I used to run a show called Magic, which was all the top fashion that would come through from all over the world, all the top fashion brands, and a couple of other ones in network marketing space, CES, which is the Consumer Electronics Show, the biggest show in the world. So I ran floor production for many, many, many shows in on the Strip in Vegas.
Super cool. Warm welcome. That's a long journey up and down the Pacific Coast Highway from Mexico to Vancouver. But if anybody could do it, obviously this amazing woman can, Bella Vrita. Come on.
That is for sure an amazing woman. Thank you. Diane, welcome to the Heart of Influence. And next from Maple Ridge, British Columbia, a strategic force in healthcare innovation and the Canadian sales director at US Biotech Laboratories, a global leader in specialty medicine testing, over 30 years of pioneering expertise with precision, heart, and deep understanding of human wellness, champions cutting-edge diagnostics with empowering practitioners to make smarter, faster, and more personalized health decisions. Whether in boardrooms or breakout sessions, Marcus is the bridge between science and transformation, helping health leaders turn data into destiny. Let's welcome to the show, Marcus Taylor.
Marcus, warm welcome to Dr. Val and Dr. Bart's Heart of Influence, and please, your headline, fun fact.
Well, mine's a bit different. It's not necessarily past life or past career, but it is a bit of a funny fact. I didn't learn my legal name until I was 20 years old.
No way. What they call you?
So it's a source of great family contention. As I mentioned earlier to the group, my father has since passed, so the argument died with him. But my legal name, if you check my passport, and that's how I found out, is actually Mark with a C. My mom was set on Marcus because it was from an old 70s television show, Marcus Welby, MD. My father, celebrating my birth a little too heavily, I suppose, filled out the paperwork that evening, was trying to be proactive. Turns out he was just inaccurate, and only put Mark with a C. Thought they would fix it, kept getting pushed off, forgotten, whatever. And then years later, when I went to get my first passport at about the age of 20, my father politely told me, by the way, when you fill this out, you can't put Marcus because it's not actually right. So I've literally gone by Marcus my entire adult life. But if you check any of my legal documents, it's actually Mark with a C. And I guess I'm just as guilty because I found out at age 20 and I'm now 51, and I've never bothered to change it either. So I can't really fault them for not doing the same thing.
So Mark, what I'm hearing is you are Mark DBA, doing business as Marcus. Am I hearing you correctly?
That would be, yes. That it's my AKA or my DBA, whatever you want to do it. It makes it sound far more fancy and dramatic than it really is. But that's my fun fact.
We have Mark DBA, aka Marcus Belfrida. Let's go.
Let's go. And let's introduce the folks that brought us all here together. First from Toronto, Canada, a naturopathic doctor and nutritionalist, a passion for knowledge and a love for travel, prompting her study and teaching of different forms of medicine all over the world, using the best of ancient medicine and modern science to help high performers optimize their potential, reverse aging, and have more energy and get their sexy back, showing people their body is a Ferrari, not a Volvo. Let's welcome to the show, Dr. Val Frank.
Dr. Val, Ferrari's in the building, and please, your headline fun fact.
Thank you so much. My fun fact is I own an actual, real, live Harry Potter suitcase. In 2022, in 2022 for work, I traveled to 5 different countries on 3 different continents in 4 months. 2 months were nonstop back to back with just a carry-on. And that carry-on became known as the Harry Potter suitcase because of the amount of different outfits and things that I could pull out of it. So people were astonished by my Harry Potter suitcase and the ability to keep pulling stuff out of it.
Absolutely extraordinary. Harry Potter in the building, Dr. Val. And shall we magically do the things?
Absolutely.
Bella Verita, magic is present. Please.
Speaking of magic, I want to introduce this magical being, a board-certified plastic and reconstructive surgeon, a pioneer in the space of regenerative medicine, a thought leader in healthcare optimization and biohacking, a leader in helping doctors reimagine the business of medicine while introducing new paradigms for health access, nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize for his humanitarian work. Let's welcome to the show, Dr. Bart Rademacher.
Dr. Bart.
And Sean, wait, as I was reading Dr. Bart's bio and realizing that he's a plastic surgeon, I just had all kinds of ideas that flashed through my head on how Dr. Bart could help you with a lot of your problems that you have. Because Dr. Bart, I always say that Sean doesn't have ugly people problems. And so I think that maybe you could help him out. I think maybe you could help him out with some plastic surgery. What do you think?
Well, I'm always at his service and yours as well. But I'm very curious to find out what this is.
Yes, Dr. Bart, Bella says that I don't have dumb, ugly, poor people problems. Yes. So that is a Bella of Rita famous quote. So yes, Dr. Bart, we digress. But please, sir, you and Dr. Val are as heart-centered, integrous as they come. And integrity is a word that we throw around a lot, but it means our people are transparent. They add more value than they seek to take, and that which they say does a thing actually does that thing. That is the embodiment of the heart and integrity of Dr. Val and Dr. Bart. Please, Dr. Bart, your fun fact headline.
Well, first of all, thank you. First of all, you look great, by the way, so I can't help you. Secondly,
that's the problem, Dr. Bart. He looks too great. And he's got all the ladies falling at his feet.
Oh
that's
my
what I need
God,
your help
stop
with.
it.
All right,
Stop
the truth
it.
comes out.
Stop
I get
it.
it.
Stop it, you. Oh my.
Yes, I think you could help me. But anyway, we digress. We'll go back to the heart-centered integrity. Back to you, Dr. Bart.
Well, I like to be disruptive, particularly for Sean, because this is my one chance, but I certainly can't beat you, Bella. But being disruptive is that I have a Maine Coon cat that is constantly in zone action, disrupting my zone action, because when I'm in zone action, it comes up to me, puts his paw on my lap and says, come join me for my feeding. And so I get interrupted all the time, and not something that Sean wants to hear.
Oh my God. I love you, Dr. Bart. It's unbelievable. And Dr. Bart, my request is, after I introduce, I'll do this first is, would you be, please, my Spanky to my Alfalfa to protect me from Bella's Darla? So you're Spanky, I'm Alfalfa, and you're here to protect me in the He-Man Women Haters Club from Bella's Darla. So we'll talk more about it. Thank you very much. So let me introduce Lucy. Bella of Rita, the co-creator and co-host of The Heart of Influence. This woman began her career in human influence as an 8-year-old selling crafts on her parents' front lawn, literally to alfalfas like me. And then she progressed to being a 7-figure business generator in the space of network marketing at 19 years old. Network marketing, 7 figures, and teenager, only with Bella of Rita. Then at 24, 25, and 26 years old, in a male-dominated industry called business brokerage, Bella Verita was #1. And then she was three-peating like Michael Jordan, except not in hoops, but instead in this business brokerage. And she was the first woman ever to be Nevada's #1 business broker. And she was the youngest person, male or female, ever to be Nevada's #1 business broker at 24, again, let alone 3 straight times. She then began to train Fortune 500 companies, the big gals and guys, and then she was an entrepreneur trainer as well. In fact, in 2019, every sales team Bella Verita worked with doubled their sales. She is a skier, surfer, scuba diver, with sharks included, including last week perhaps, in the most extreme of conditions. And this incredible woman, who's a 2-time published author, about to be 3 times, raised $10 million as a philanthropist with the Unblinded team over the past couple of years. And in 2023, she publicly battled and defeated cancer. Let's welcome to Dr. Val and Dr. Bart's Heart of Influence, the woman that put the heart in it, the one, the only disruptor of all disruptors, the Lucy and Darla of it all, Bella Verita. Lucy, Darla, Bella, take your choice. Please, your headline fun fact.
My headline fun fact is last week, I spent nearly 60 minutes underwater in Ray's bedroom. So that is my fun fact for today, which Ray's bedroom happens to be on the other side of the wall from Stingray City in Grand Cayman, where I was with Sean and family. And Ray's bedroom is where all the stingrays go to sleep when they're done being fed by all the tourists. And we scuba dove at like 60 feet for about 60 minutes last week. So that is my fun fact for today.
Including seeing a stingray come swooping in and then bury itself under the sand to like lay down with like 10 other stingrays. It was truly magical. Bella Verita, as is everything with you. And shall we do the things, please, Miss Bella?
We shall do the things, but I'm going to introduce my co-host, the man that Tony Robbins said, there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callagy. He beats world champions like Bet Keat at body surfing competitions. He's only one of 2 attorneys to win 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, and the only one that's blind out of 1.2 million attorneys. In fact, the state of New Jersey actually named him one of New Jersey's most influential attorneys. He has spoken on stages such as Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, Tony Robbins 18 times. And when he's not busy flying around speaking on stages, he is an incredible philanthropist that raised nearly $10 million in 2 years for charity. Let's welcome my co-host, Mr. Sean Callagy.
Oh, Rita, thank you. Gonna go some corollary fun facts really quickly. First, let's go with this. Equestrian dynamics, horseback riding. I still have saddle sores on my butt from riding bareback in the Caribbean last week with the fam in Grand Cayman. Second, let's talk dynamics in and around Rackham, Calico Jack. Bella and I ate and snorkeled at Calico Jack Rackham's in Grand Cayman, the restaurant named after the famous pirate that Johnny Depp played with Disney in the movies. It's an amazing restaurant. If you've never been there, you need to get yourself to Rackham's in Grand Cayman. And my final fun fact is, I don't know, Bella, can you see these marks or Dr. Bart on my fingers? Like, is it clear enough or no? The cuts?
Oh, yes, I see it right there. Yes, that side.
Yes, that is from on this, and there's like 4 or 5 different ones. That's one of the more significant ones. That is from Bronco and Shelly, who decided that they would use my fingers as taste dynamics for the squid at the Barrier Reef just outside of Stingray City, where Bella and I were snorkeling with the turtles in the wild, the fish in the wild, the stingrays, all the beautiful magical things. And our final crescendo was we were running around with a nurse shark underwater, swimming on top of the nurse shark for almost 60 full seconds. So, Bella, those are a few of the headline fun facts coming off of our magical trip to Grand Cayman.
Those are beautiful fun facts. Thank you so much. I'm so happy the turtle didn't bite your face, though, and you don't need plastic surgery. So that is a good thing. But are you ready to have some fun?
I'm ready to have some fun, Dr. Bart. I probably do need surgery on my fingers. We'll talk about that later. But Bella, who's going first?
Let's kick this off with Diane.
Diane. So here's what we're doing. We had a little bit of fun, joking, silly, magical introductions, but we're up to serious business here because it is on the other side of yes that everything happens. Like a headline fun fact I didn't say is this month of July, for the second consecutive month, my company, Callagy Recovery, will be recovering $50 million plus for underpaid claims from medical providers. $100 million in 2 months, not too shabby. That's all on the other side of yes, not just the yes with the insurance company, the yes with the physicians and folks to work on finding and sourcing these relationships and building all the things. So yes makes everything happen, not only in our marketing and selling, but our management, our leadership, recruitment, fundraising, for profit, not for profit, all those beautiful things. So what we're looking for is Bella's going to be anyone you want her to be as we together explore how do integrous people cause yes when yes should happen. Because facts are, folks, out of all those physicians, healthcare providers, healthcare enterprises, just about every one of them said, nah, we think we're doing pretty good with getting our stuff paid. And we picked up a spare $100 million in the last 2 months for them. So it took an integrous yes mechanism to get to that place. So Bella will be anybody you want her to be. We could be talking about something in healthcare. Heck, Bella could be an ideal patient. She could be a strategic partner, something in charitable fundraising, or somebody famous to perhaps solve a problem or come on a podcast like Oprah Winfrey, Warren Buffett, anybody that would make sense that you want to be going from hello to yes with. It doesn't have to be a final yes. It doesn't have to be a sale at all. It could just be a yes for a longer conversation. So please, who would you like Bella Verita to be that you're going from hello to yes with?
Great. So I would love for Bella to be the corporate company that is providing multiple global wellness clinics all over the world with functional medicine and other wellness practitioners within all of their franchises.
Cool. So they're supplying the functional medicine practitioners?
Yeah, so this is the head office. that runs all of the global. They have 888 global clinics that are franchised globally, and they make all of the decisions on what they implement into these wellness clinics globally. So whether it's Vancouver to Dubai. And in those clinics, so Bella is the actual CEO, she makes all the decisions. And in those clinics, you can find anything.
I like being a decision maker, Diane.
It's the
I
hair.
think Sean should leave all his decisions up to me. What do you think?
Absolutely. We'll talk. It's okay.
Okay,
Sean.
perfect.
We've got
All
it. Sean. We're fine. Right.
Hello, this is Bella.
Hi, Bella. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. It's been a busy day for a Monday, but doing pretty good.
Amazing. Would I be able to take just not even 5 minutes of your time to talk about something really important?
Yeah, I got about 3. If we can make it in 3, I can give it to you.
Okay, so Bella, I did some time to do some really deep due diligence on the work that you do as a CEO of your amazing company, and as well as all of the different franchises and what they provide. And the reason why I want just 3 minutes of your time, Bella, is I am actually working with the realm of cell health. Most specifically, I am working with Omega Test-Based Wellness to help to understand the balance of everyone's cells around omega-6 to omega-3. The reason why I want to talk to you directly is I know that through massage therapy, osteopathy, and all of the different amazing practices that you provide, whenever the body's cells can breathe and receive those amazing functions, all of your amazing patients are only going to see better results. So I just wanted to put this in front of you, tell you the reason why I love this so much, and show you how you can optimize the cell health and the results of everyone that you're working with within all of the practices in your 888 franchises around the world. Do you have a couple minutes? And I want to know, would it be worth a conversation to have more than 3 minutes with me?
Yeah, it sounds super interesting. And so what does that partnership, look like? What is it that, just kind of give me a couple bars on, what that would look like.
Of course. So we do everything for implementation, but legitimately it is working with an omega balance oil. It's actually Scandinavian with Iceland oily fish, but encapsulated with pre-harvest olives. We call it polyphenol. I'm not sure how familiar you are with the component of polyphenol.
I am familiar, yes.
Amazing. So it's really, honestly, the pun is intended. It's a well-oiled machine, Bella. And what happens is we implement it into all of the clinics. It's a protocol, so super, super easy. We are e-commerce dropship hybrid. And so while we will be doing the testing within the clinics, we're also going to be setting up all of the patients on an easy e-commerce platform. And so within that, we will be able to test on site, provide the oil on site, and then also replenish it through a dropship program so that we can really provide the customers with everything they need in person, in session, and then also have the comfort and the convenience of all of the rest of their oil protocol directly to their doorstep. Then they can come back within a new session. So it really helps to create a series of sessions within the clinical realm. They can come back after the 120 days to get their next test, because after the blood cycle, the red blood cycle of 120 days, they're now going to see a progress test from their baseline inflammatory cascades to their progress within those 4 months. We also have an 18-month retention rate, which I know if you look on the market, there's more of a 3 to 5 month retention rate in the health industry. We are 18 plus retention rate because of who we are. We're also a publicly traded company, so everything is transparent, Bella. You can take a look at all of our amazing stocks. We've actually 22x'd over the last 8 years. Our stock went from $5 to $28 in the last 9 months. And so anything I can do to provide you the resources that you need, just to see if there would be a resonance with you within your...
So Diane, I got someone at my door that they need my attention, but this definitely sounds interesting. So why don't you, I'm going to transfer you over to the front desk and they'll schedule us for a little bit longer of a meeting. How does that sound?
That's so great. So if you want to let me know if it's this week that you'd like to, I want to make sure that we're not waiting for too long. What's the most convenient in terms of...
I'm going to connect you with the front desk and they'll schedule a time.
Okay. Thank you so much, Bella. Have a great day.
Thank you. Great job. Great job, Diane. Super informative and great job. And we'll get to the feedbackers in a moment.
Awesome job, Diane, for sure. And Bella Verita, who's following up Diane?
Following up Diane is Marjorie.
Marjorie, who would you like Bella to be? That you're going from hello to yes with.
Okay, I would like Bella to be a plastic surgeon that is looking for a new marketing agency. And she is overwhelmed by the number of choices out there. Fortunately, in the agency world, there's some bad actors and, people get burnt. And so I've found, this firsthand, it can make it a little bit challenging for people in aesthetics and wellness to really understand who they can trust and who they can't. So I am simply trying to get her to say yes to a more formal discovery call.
Well, I am ready to be licensed as a plastic surgeon because then I won't even need Dr. to perform surgery on Sean myself. I think this is all going to work out, but thank you so much. And Marjorie, let's roll it. Hello, this is Bella.
Hi, Bella. It's Marjorie. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty great, Marjorie. How about yourself?
I'm doing fabulous. Thank you for asking. I understand that you were looking for a new marketing partner, and I know that that can be an overwhelming process. So I want to ask you a question. If you could have one outcome that your marketing partner helped you achieve in the next 12 months, what would it be?
One outcome in the next 12 months is I would say is being able to position us as an expert for information and to help us build a brand in plastic surgery education so we can start building an arm of the business that isn't just seeing patients.
Okay, so what I heard you say, and tell me if I have this correct, is that you want to improve your visibility online and really elevate your presence in that way so that you can be known beyond what you're known for today. Is that accurate?
That is correct. That is very accurate. Great job.
Perfect. And then what is the biggest roadblock preventing you from reaching that outcome from where you sit today?
I don't have time to sit down and do a bunch of content.
Okay, perfect. Well, we have a content team I think would be a great fit for you. We also have a state-of-the-art HIPAA compliant lead intelligence platform that will tie every outcome for your business back to even a keyword in Google. So for example, we can take your surgical revenue, your return on investment, as well as your qualified consults and tie that all the way back to a keyword click. So if that sounds like something that interests you, I would love to get to know more about how we could potentially be a great fit for you and help you achieve that outcome. That would be a game changer for your practice. And if that sounds good to you, I'd like to go ahead and book that discovery call now so that I don't have to annoy you with follow-ups. How does that sound, Bella?
That sounds very interesting. I would love to set up that discovery call and see where we can go from there.
Okay, perfect. Well, let's go ahead and get that scheduled. I'm free next Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern.
All right, let's do it.
All right, I'll send over an invite right after this meeting. I already have your email. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great job, Marjorie. Yes, and Diane as well, Bella Rita. And so let's get to the feedbackers, Bella.
Let's get to the feedbackers, also known as judges. This is a time in the show that we get to give back in the form of feedback. So it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Marjorie or Diane, something that they did great, something they could do to improve, and then like, what is one word that you would use to describe your overall experience and how you felt about them? So let's kick it off with Marcus/Mark, doing business as Marcus. And how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Marjorie, please?
Well, I thought Marjorie was excellent. I thought she was really clear about, and I liked how she sort of attacked the whole pain point. It was sort of like, what's the one outcome you want to see, like, and what's getting you to that outcome? But she really did a good job of identifying that. There's only one thing, and it's not even a thing that's wrong in terms of it was just something that popped into my head. Where she said, make us a great potential partner for you. I almost want to say I don't want to say go for the kill, but saying the best potential partner for you or the best partner for you. And I know it's a minor nuance, but it's almost like leaving no subtlety of, hey, we're great. There might be other great out there. It's literally, we're the best option. But beyond that, I thought it was really excellent. That would be my feedback.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Marcus. And if you had one word to describe how Diane's presentation showed up for you, like one word, what would the one word be?
Precise.
Beautiful. Precision, Bella Rita. Come on.
Precision is in the house. Let's go, Miss Mary Parker. How about your 30 seconds of feedback for Diane, please?
Sorry, it wasn't muting. So Diane had a lot of information, and maybe my brain just can't wrap around it because some of it I was going, I'm not really sure what she's talking about, but the role that you were in, you probably would have. So for me, maybe it was just a little too wordy. But other than that, I thought that if I understood what she was talking about, I'd eat it up.
Cool, Mary. And one word though of how you felt about that share from Marjorie.
From Marjorie? Marjorie was very concise. I want to contact her about my own business.
Cool. Concise, Bella Rita, please.
Concise. Let's go with Dr. Val. Dr. Val, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Marjorie, please?
I thought Marjorie was incredibly professional, very succinct, very to the point, very polished. I would have liked to have seen her throw in a little bit of maybe some softness, just a little bit more of Marjorie, of your personality coming through. Is very businessy, but I would have liked to have seen a bit more of a human connection. But I think you obviously know what you're talking about, and you come off incredibly professional, and like again that you've got a lot of confidence in your product, and you know your worth.
Dr. Val? Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Yes, I'm done.
Oh, if we just had one word, what would that one word be for Marjorie?
Excellence.
Ooh, excellence, Bella Rita, please.
Excellence. Thank you, Dr. Val. And let's go Dr. Bart. Dr. Bart, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Diane?
Yeah, I thought that Diane was incredibly effective in conveying all the information, the relevant information that anyone would want to know about the product, why the value is there, what the opportunity is there, validation, certainty, all those things. Always important to have those in order to make the next decision. One thing I did like is that she was rapid fire. So I thought at times that can be a very effective thing, but sometimes not when things are too overwhelming. My one word is confidence.
Confidence. Thank you for that, Dr. Bart. Dr. Val, you know what time it is? It's the time that Bella Rita does the old Darla switcheroo. Her expertise is truly present in this. Bella Rita, the disruptive switcheroo, and over to you.
The disruptive switcheroo. And let's go. So for everybody, this is the time in the show that I have the honor and privilege of putting my co-host on the hot seat, like Marjorie and Diane, but in a scenario that he has no idea about, because I have been cooking them up since the show has been going on. Ultimately, Dr. Bart, Dr. Val, you guys get to choose what scenario that Sean goes from hello to yes on. You can change anything about my scenarios, or you can scrap them all together and come up with something much, much harder on your own. Are you ready to hear what I have for today?
Ready. Fire away.
All right. So option number one is Sean would role play the role of Captain Jack, convincing the captain of the Queen's Royal Navy ship to loan him the ship to go rescue the Lost Boys from Captain Hook in Neverland. So that is option number one. Option number two is Sean could play Marjorie, going from hello to yes with Dr. Miami, who has been known for his social media fame. However, he's recently been wildly criticized for an illegal scrutiny, alleged unprofessionalism on social media practices, and he's been named in a few lawsuits. And so Sean would role play Marjorie, going from hello to yes, with Dr. Miami to be his new marketing person to give him a new face on social media and get him out of trouble. So that is option number two. And then option number three is Sean would go from hello to yes with Doug McMillon, who is the CEO of Walmart, to start carrying invisible cloaks and selling at $25 a piece, with all the proceeds going to a children's charity. So those are the three options that I have for you today, Dr. Bart. Is it going, and Dr. Val, is it going to be retelling Invisible Cloaks? Is it going to be giving Dr. Miami a makeover? Or is it going to be Captain Jack stealing the Queen's Royal Navy ship? So which of those three options suit you, or do you have something more fancy?
Well, it's between 1 and 3. What do you think, Val?
I'm always going to go with Jack Sparrow.
All right, you got it. There it is.
All right. And so who would you like to play the captain of the Queen's Royal Navy? Who's going to be the captain of the ship?
Val?
Marcus, would you like to be the captain?
Marcus, are you up for, yeah, you got to unmute for us.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I have much nautical knowledge, but I could do my best.
Okay. And Bella Rita, the only thing is these scenarios have to be integrous. So in this scenario, Captain Jack would be planning to return the ship, not steal it, because we always have to be in integrity. Sound fair?
Yes. And it did say loan the ship to him.
Yes. Okay. So, and Marcus is who? Captain who?
Let's go Captain Taylor.
Okay.
The Royal Navy, yeah.
Yes. So, hello, is Captain Taylor available?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
Please
Hello,
state your business.
Yes. Hello, Captain Taylor. This is Captain Jack Sparrow. We had a 3-minute conversation that was scheduled by your lieutenant. Is it still a good time for you?
It is, but you have 2.5.
Well, then thank you, Captain Taylor. So, Captain Taylor, as you know, I'm Captain Jack Sparrow, and we have had our issues with the Royal Navy and some of my colleagues. So what comes up for me first, Captain, is what prompted you to even accept this conversation in the first place? I'm very grateful for it, but what was the why behind it, please, sir?
Well, while your reputation does precede you, I'm always one to give a person a second opportunity to sort of reframe or re-represent themselves. So I'm giving you that opportunity now.
I thank you for that. And as the captain of the Queen's Royal Navy, or as a captain of one of the flagships of the Royal Navy, my assumption from what I've heard is that you're here to defend the crown, to bring peace and safety to people. Is there anything else that's within your scope and charge, Captain Taylor, that I would be unaware of?
Nope, you pretty much hit the nail on the head, and I'm basically here to oversee the utilization of the Navy in order to meet this mandate.
Yeah. And can I ask, why do you do this? It's an incredible responsibility, a tremendous amount of time away from home, but what's the why behind it, Captain Taylor, that keeps you going?
The why is simply the betterment of my people. I feel like in my small way, I'm contributing to the betterment of my people and to a really important outcome. And so that's a sacrifice I feel is worth the time that I'm making to do it.
Well, thank you for that, Captain Taylor. And so from that place of betterment of your people, may I share in our final moment or so a couple quick things that may or may not resonate with your charge?
Absolutely. The floor is yours. Or I guess the deck is yours.
Well, thank you. And so as crazy as this is going to sound, Captain Taylor, Peter Pan is real. Neverland is real. And while this is simply a storybook that has been very recently written, I have discovered a hole in the universe which allows us to step into this space. And in 15 more seconds, I dare say this, Captain, this breaks the space and time continuum. And several hundred years from now, a force of darkness is going to rise in the very streets of London that threatens the safety and security of the planet Earth, called the Nazi movement. And at that time, there is going to be a family called the Darlings who are going to have a daughter named Wendy. And at that time, we're going to need to be there to protect Mr. Darling for his role in saving London in the future. And Peter Pan And the Lost Boys are going to have a profound effect on the Darling family and their role in saving London, the crown, and the planet. Now, while all of that may sound completely crazy, here's what I propose to you in a can't lose proposition. I'm asking if we can take your ship, go through this space continuum, because it is only with your ship, for certain reasons that don't even need to be discussed right now in our short time frame, that we can go. And I offer a pistol to my head from your lieutenant as we go through the space-time continuum, enter the space of Neverland, and find a truly evil pirate named Captain Hook, from whom we must rescue children, otherwise known by this man Peter Pan, this boy Peter Pan, as the Lost Boys. If anything I'm saying to you is false, please execute me on the plank and throw me into the sea. You have all the power and control, Captain Taylor, but we need you. And only I know how to get there and where this is. A follow-up 30-minute conversation where I'd be happy to answer all questions. It is a follow-up 30-minute conversation where I'd be happy to answer all questions. It is a can't lose proposition for you, sir.
I would say absolutely. I would say that tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, we'll meet. I would say that I look at this scenario, and as far-fetched as it is, do I really want to be known as the person in history who could have done something about it and said no for the mere price of access to a ship? And I would make one amendment to your head, to the bullet to your head if anything is not true. I won't put a bullet to your head, but I will expect a life of service.
Well, amen to that. And you have it, Captain Taylor. I thank you. And shall I set up our next meeting with your lieutenant?
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir. Have a blessed day, and I look forward to saving the world with you. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Out of roll. Great job, Marcus. Let's go, Diane. How'd I do as Captain Jack Sparrow? Integriously going from hello to yes. And how was your time overall, Diane? Dr. Val and Dr. Bart's Heart of Influence today.
Wow. So I loved the energy that you exuded. So it was not even as much, well, it was obviously the wording and your message, but just the calm, confident ability to capture the vision of what you were requesting and working with. It just really was telling. It really resonated. And so it was captivating. That would be the word for me. And my overall experience is I feel such a resonance with this whole community and this whole mission that has been created within this brand, and so blessed that I had no idea what it was all about, but I knew that I needed to be here, and now I know why. And thank you, Dr. Val, for the beautiful invitation. She's been my naturopath for 25 years, and I just love her to bits.
Well, thank you for that, Dr. Val and Diane. Beautiful share, and your energy resonated powerfully here as well. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Marcus, outstanding job as Captain Jack Sparrow Captain Taylor, working with Captain Jack Sparrow for sure. How was your experience today, Marcus, overall on the Heart of Influence?
You know, I honestly wasn't really sure. I mean, Val and I had conversations. Val is a client of mine. I would also consider her a dear friend, and who has helped expose me to a sort of different way of looking at the world. And I wasn't entirely certain what it was until I got here. I would characterize it, and this is more about my personality than anything else. First of all, I loved our role play. I was actually it was just so invested in it. You really put some twists in there that really kind of caught me off guard, but in a really exciting way. I would say the way I would characterize my experience here was really excited uncomfortability. And I mean that in the most wonderful way. Uncomfortable in that scenarios like this, I'm not always the most apt to go to. But then when you're in them, you think, wow, how great is it that I'm in this moment? And so for that, I am deeply grateful to everyone here. And deeply impressed by everybody here, and just a phenomenal experience.
Marcus, thank you. Deeply honored. And yes, Belvrita, I think often feels the way that you're sharing. Ella, over to you.
Yes, that is very true. Thank you, Marcus. And let's go to the woman who brought Captain Jack into the conversation, Ms. Mary Parker. Thank you for being here. Thank you for bringing Captain Jack into the conversation for me to build a scenario off of. And how was your time with us today on the Heart of Influence?
So I'm going to mirror exactly what Marcus said. I had no idea what I was walking into, but Dr. Val invited me, and she's a dear friend. So I wanted to make sure that I honored her presence and her invite, and it was definitely interesting and very unique experience.
Well, we are nothing if we're not interesting and unique. Thank you, Mary, for sure. Bella Verita.
Yes, thank you. And then let's go, Marjorie. Thank you so much for being here. Great job in the participant seat. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
It was fun. You know, I've done a lot of presenting in my life, but that's normally like in a new business pitch meeting with, you know, board of executives or like a quarterly business review. And so there's a lot of pressure and a lot of polish that's expected. And so this was really fun and enthusiastic, and I got to see everybody's personalities. And so it didn't feel so, I didn't really know what to expect. But it was just fun, and there was a lightheartedness to it, and I got some good advice from all of you as well, and appreciate being invited to be a part of it, and appreciate the connections I was able to make here today.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Marjorie, for sure. Wonderful work in that never easy to be participant seat. You did a wonderful job. Bella Verita, does that bring us to the people of the hour?
It brings us to the people of the hour, Dr. Val and Dr. Bart.
Let's go, Dr. Val. Thank you for everything you do, who you are in the world for sure, and your final on your Heart of Influence today. Arg, Dr. Val.
Well, I happen to love Captain Jack Sparrow and scuba diving, so this was right up my alley. And as always, it was an honor and a blessing to be here with you and Bella Verita and watch you work your magic. Marcus, Mary, and Diane, I think there's some lovely synergy here between you guys. So I'm really looking forward to the magic that we can all create together. And Marjorie, it was absolutely an honor to meet you as well.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Dr. Val. Everything you do, Bella Verita. I think it brings us to the one and only Dr. Bart. Please, your final thought, Dr. Bart.
It does. It does. Dr. Bart.
So, a wild thing to share with your wild and magical journey. Just again, your mastery is unbelievable. You actually got tears in my eyes, Sean. And it's just that incredible ability of yours to tie into our deepest emotions is what I'm very, very present to. And you got me teary-eyed. So it's an honor to be in this space with you. And it's an honor to carry on the message to as many people as we can.
Dr. Bart and Dr. Val, there's many people in this ecosystem. We have close to 500 people in our programs now. And there's no one who brings more heart and integrity than and authentic humility than Dr. Bart and Dr. Val. There's such deep abiding gratitude for the both of you, love for the both of you. Really outstanding job. And Dr. Bart, it is only a person who is as heart-centered as you that could move into this deep and empathetic dynamic of being touched to the point of tears when talking about Captain Jack Sparrow, Captain Taylor, Peter Pan, Neverland, Saving London, The Darling Family, all of it, because it takes something that resonates so powerfully with love and empathy as you do. So thank you, Dr. Bart, for everything you and Dr. Val do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Darla, Lucy, and by the way, Lucy Ricardo and Lucy now, Bella, I'm thinking, because you're not Lucy from Peanuts, and I'm Charlie Brown coming to kick the football, and the football goes and moves. I go, whoa! Yes. So Bella Verita, please, your final.
My final is, first of all, I want to thank Dr. Val and Dr. Bart for assembling this group of individuals together, because this show really is about you guys and you guys getting to connect with each other. So definitely don't let the conversations end here. There is more to do together. They intentionally invited you here, and not everybody makes it onto the show. So definitely connect with each other. We also have some gifts for you so we can continue the relationship as well. But everybody did a phenomenal job, and thank you all for being here. And Sean, back to you.
Yes, amen to that, Bella, and masterful job as always. Couple quick gifts. We have our book on group influence, which is wonderful, but that pales in comparison to the follow-up session with our actualized intelligence agents. Everybody is proclaiming some stake in the AI space. God bless them. I assure you, there's nothing like what our agents know how to do at every facet of rising your money, time, and magic, from your influence mastery, where you apply it for exponential acceleration, and of course, your self-mastery. Take a session and you'll meet these agents that is our gift to you. Will create a powerful forward momentum plan and mechanism that will blow your mind. Cannot be equaled anywhere. And if you go through with this and you find, well, I've seen something better than this, please tell me, because I'm going to hang it up and go join those people. I promise you, nothing you've ever seen like it. It's our gift to you on behalf of Dr. Bart and Dr. Val. And in final, I end every show by saying this. I may be physically blind, which I am, but I'm absolutely certain the possibilities, Bella Verita, Dr. Bart, Dr. Val, Marjorie, Mary, Marcus, and Diane, so often sit right in front of our very eyes. But with those possibilities to accelerate our financial abundance, our duplication and scaling, or magic overall, with those sitting right there, unfortunately, we all need a little unblinding, because at some level, we are all blind. Bella?
And just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.
Great
Bye.
job. Thank you all. Great job, Dr. Bart, Dr. Val. Thank you all.